Hey guys, really quick, I want to show you guys some cute, fun things that we can do with our Zig Clean Color Real brush pens. I am using the set of 4 that came in my December Sketchbox. So I'm going to draw really loosely some nice fat tangerines because that's the right time of year for them. And you guys will notice that I'm getting a lot of dry brushing because I am working with watercolor paper. Next up, I'm going to use a water brush and just blend some of that color in. It's super easy to do, and you can build color up, which is really nice. Okay, gonna draw another tangerine now. Did you know that in some parts of the country, I'm not tangerines, Satsumas. Satsumas are seen as a Christmas fruit, same as clementines. That's because these citrus produce fruit in winter, especially in places like Louisiana, where I'm from. So I always see beautiful, vibrant orange Satsumas on people's trees at Christmas, and they are often a part of Christmas decor. And oranges and other citrus fruit used to be given a long time ago as gifts because they were hard to come by, and for many that was the only fresh fruit they were going to get that winter. So now you know. So just think of this as like a Christmas illustration from me. It might be, other than my Christmas card this year, it might be the most Christmas I'm gonna do. I'm not a big Christmas person, so I'm gonna sketch in another one down here. And Satsumas have this sort of weird pumpkin-y shape going on. And I'm being pretty loose because, like I said, I am using that water brush to help distribute that color, and I'm trying to work quickly. If you wait too long with these, you're not going to be able to blend them out. But you can get some fun painterly effects if you work fairly fast. Might be a neat way to do Christmas postcards this year. Do any of you guys do that? I know some artists do hand-drawn cards, and I have a lot of respect for them, but I did that one year, and I did 15 mini illustrations for like 7 people, maybe 8. I think somebody only got 1. And it just, boy, it ate me up. It took a lot of time, and they weren't even detailed little illustrations either. But, so while that was fun, I was like, I can't do it at that scale again. So I don't do illustrated cards anymore because it's hard keeping up with the YouTube schedule and the blog and comics and this, that, and another, and these challenges. But I have respect for people who can do that because that is intense. You guys are beast mode. All right, so we've got quite a few cute little Satsumas. I mean, they're so easy to draw because they're just round. Not even perfect round. They're like weird wibble wobble round, which is great because I don't have to be precise. So next step-o is we're going to start drawing in some leaves, and we're actually going to start the leaves with this color, this blurp blurp bright yellow, which is a very sunny bright yellow, but we're going to water it down and we're going to apply it to our craft mat or a piece of scrap plastic so that's more of a true yellow, and we're going to sketch in some leaves. They're pretty cute in yellow too, aren't they? Maybe even get some bleeding going on because why not? because when we're working in watercolor, sometimes it's fun to get some bleeding and blending going on. With my comic, I work so tight, I don't get to play too much. I'm a big old Grinch. Play takes time. Rawr. Okay. So, I need to let this dry. And then we can continue with this fun little play thing. And if you enjoy watching me do this, you should totally check out my Sketchbox December challenge video where I am playing with the Zig Clean color markers a whole bunch. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes with our next step. Okay guys, so my water has had a chance to seep in. Now we're going to go over it with the light blue. And hopefully you guys will see some magic, maybe not, because it should make it green. Or at least greenish. And we're going to use the water brush again. Picking it up from where the blue was most saturated in application. And just sort of blend it out. And turn. And blend. You guys can see how precise I'm being. Not at all. We're just being kind of loosey-goosey. Can always tighten these things up later. And by the way, you totally have to be an artist to do this. And by that, I mean, you need to know a little bitty bit of color theory. You need to understand how your materials handle. You have to be willing to take a chance and experiment a bit. And if you can do all those things, if you can be all those things, well then dang it, you're an artist. And see how it's kind of turning an optical green. The colors, when stacked on each other, form a green. And I'm going to build these colors up a little bitty bit more, but not a whole lot. No need to go overboard. Sort of reminds me of when I was doing those origami postcards, because they're meant to be loose and colorful and fun, so that you don't mind popping them off in the mail to somebody. Okay, so I guess you guys know the drill. Gotta step away and let this dry. All right, y'all, look at how watercolory that is looking. And I usually hate terms like that because it's usually used by somebody who's trying to pass something that isn't watercolor off as watercolor. But I'm a watercolor artist, so I can use that term, and I guess y'all can too. I mean, it's a free country, you can do what you want. And we're going to tighten up those Satsumas just a little bit, you know, not a ridiculous amount. Because point of this is to relax and have fun and make something cute and bright and not really sweat it. And I just also realized that, given the methods I'm using on this video, I could totally go over it with those water-based markers, or I'm sorry, water-based inking pens that Sketchbox sent in the December box to their basic subscribers like moi. And I was like, I could do that. I could you know, absolve myself because I am pretty much ignoring those pieces. And then I was like, nah. Let's see. I might do something ink wash with the Higgins because it's kind of interesting, but I mean, I've done so much stuff with Fude pens over the years and with brush pens over the years. I just don't really feel super inspired to do yet another brush penny thing, you know? also don't do like hand lettered calligraphy because my hand lettering looks like garbage. So that like is a thing I could do with that pen, but I'm not gonna. Just adding a little bit of water, which kind of like is more reactive than I expected, but whatever, right? We're having fun, chilling out. Tightening up these cute little Satsumas. I mean, really, if you're not from like Louisiana, would you not be excited to get like a cute little box of Satsumas at your door? I don't even like eating them. Like I'm not, when it comes to citrus fruit, I like limes and lemons. I like really sour stuff that'll like make your fillings pop out because it dissolved the glue. So I'm not like a big Satsuma person, but I kind of really want a bowl of them to have like on my table. All right, some more blue. Now, mostly because like I'm in Nashville now, and like they don't Satsumas. What? They don't really do that. I don't really see the Satsumas out and about on the trees, looking all like orange and cute. So like now I miss it. That's like everything regarding Louisiana. I spent like 26 years of my life there. Too many years in some regards. And like I love it, but like I also don't love it all the time. And so like I'll miss it, and then I will go there for 2 weeks and get like completely saturated because I'm from like rural Louisiana. And like we don't get to do cool things in rural Louisiana. You don't get to do anything. I hope you like drinking a whole lot because that's what there is to do. And meth, apparently. Joseph's from Sanamaw, and apparently Sanamaw is like really contending to be like the meth capital now. So yeah, that's what you do in rural Louisiana. You do meth and you get drunk. So you see, we're kind of building up a blue and shadows, and like you can go back into it with that orange if you want it to be more green. But I mean, you do what you want. This is your project, baby. You make it look how you want it to look. You can get like really art studenty about it, or you can just be loose and enjoy it. Or you can enjoy it and be art studenty, because like that is the thing. You can be that. I was an art student for many years, so, you know, student of life still. All right. Aren't they so cute? They're more vibrant in my real life, but you know, they're still pretty cute. So I've got a couple more things I want to do to this, and then I'm going to call it quits, but I'm going to let this dry. All right, guys, so we're almost done on this cute, fun little adventure, our little art adventure, and I am applying a whole lot of the light blue to my Ink Essentials craft mat, and I'm just going to add in a little bit of a blue tinged background at this stage, and it is picking up some of the yellow, which I love. I'm not being sarcastic either. It is cute and very sort of free and uninhibited, which is what I'm going for today. So A+. Good job. Just playing around and having fun. And mixing in some more of the blue here and there. Honestly, I think if you want to do like very quick, fun little sketches, fruit, vegetables, flowers, all of those are really great topics. Fruit are particularly fun because they tend to come in very bright colors. and they tend to never be in perfect shapes. So it's okay if you have trouble drawing a perfect circle, for example. That's not really gonna be a factor. And you don't have to be exact. You can be kind of playful with it. So if you have trouble mixing certain colors, you can practice in sort of a low risk environment. Like faces and people, those are very difficult because if it doesn't look right on, especially like celebrities, if it doesn't look spot on, it tends to look terrible. So this is a good way to get some practice in, make some art that you like, maybe play around with a new material. Because I want to encourage all of you, everybody watching, to do something arty, something artistic, something you enjoy. And I don't want you to fail. I never want to set you up to fail, which is why I don't ever promise to do things that I can't actually help you do. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna go back over it with the blue and just tighten a couple of things up and maybe go into it with the orange as well. All right, guys, so we're almost finished with this. We're just going to use that light blue marker to add a little bitty bit of detail. Nothing too difficult, just kind of make those leaves look more like leaves, really. A little bit of cast shadow, a little bit of shadow down the middle of the leaf. Maybe a little bit along the outline, not too much. Not trying to make this too tight. And it's sort of sneaking into the orange a little bitty bit. So I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to come in with orange and pink and tighten up those Satsumas. Guys, let's finish this up. I'm going to alternate between this pink and the orange to add a slightly different or slightly darker, color to these Satsumas. Basically, we're blending on the paper. And if you want a much darker color, you can just go straight in with the light carmine. And there, we're done. Pretty simple, pretty fun. I hope you guys had a great time. If you have any questions, any comments, any suggestions you'd like to make, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. I always read my comments. I don't always get a chance to respond to them. If you want more tutorials like this, make sure you subscribe because I update twice a week on Tuesdays and on Saturdays. And often during the week, I will put out a bonus video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Becca Hilburn from Nada Soup Studio. I'll see you around. Bye!